Very good.
This meeting is being recorded.
Good evening, all. In the last session, we discussed one important concept that is called merge command versus rebase command. What is the purpose of git merge and git rebase that we discussed in the last session? Got it? Merge command will maintain the commit history for our application. Rebase command will not maintain that rebase history. When we are working on particular sprint and we want to merge changes from one branch to another branch, then we will use git merge command. Once sprint 1 is delivered, then we want to take the latest code of sprint 1 to start the sprint 2 development. In this scenario, we don't need the commit history, so we will use git rebase command. Okay. Now, what is git pull command? So there is another command called what is git pull command. What is git pull command? Git pull is used to take the latest changes from the git remote repository to git local repository. Pull command is used to take latest changes from the repository to local. Used to take latest changes from repository to local. Now, guys, generally in the companies, multiple developers will be working in the team, right? Those developers will be committing the files to the repository in multiple times. 1 second, guys. All right, guys. Now, so pull command is used to take the latest changes from the repository to local. Now, already we have checkout command, we have merge command, we have rebase command, we have clone command. Then what is this pull command? Let's try to understand the scenario when we need to go for the pull command. Now, guys, here there is a develop branch available. 2 developers are working on this branch. So one is Raju and another one is Ashok. Raju is one developer and Ashok is one developer. Both are working on the develop branch in the Git repository. Raju working on the develop branch. Ashok is also working on the develop branch. Now, morning 9 a.m. Raju pushed latest code. Raju pushed code changes. 9 a.m. At 9 a.m. Raju pushed some code changes to this Git repository develop branch. Now, Ashok want to start the bug fix at 10 a.m. Ashok wants to fix a bug ID 123 at 11 a.m. Now here Ashok is starting the work at 11 a.m. His shift is 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Raju's shift is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Both are working in the two different locations. Raju has done the commit at 9 a.m. to the develop branch. He has pushed the changes to develop branch at the 9 a.m. Ashok is working in the another shift and he is working at 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now see here, Ashok is also doing the changes on the develop branch. Ashok is working on the develop branch, and Raju is also working on the develop branch only. Ashok is working on the develop branch, and Raju is also working on the develop branch. Now, today, let's assume that today Raju has done the push to the repository at 9 a.m. Ashok want to fix the bug at the 11 a.m. When Ashok want to fix the bug at the 11 a.m., always we need to take the latest code from the repository, because Raju committed at 9 a.m. Ashok should take a pull here. Ashok should take pull here to get latest code. Okay, now Ashoka has taken a pull, done the code changes. 2 p.m. bug fixed, bug got fixed and pushed code to develop branch, okay. Now Raju want to fix another bug at 4 p.m. Raju wants to fix another bug at 4 p.m. Now 2 p.m. Ashok has done some change. Now whatever the code is done by the Ashok at the 2 p.m., that code is not available in the Raju. Here Raju should take pull. Now are you guys able to understand what is the purpose of the pull? Whenever you are going to do some changes in the code, first you need to take the latest changes available in the repository, because repository means multiple developers are working parallelly. Repository means multiple developers are working parallelly. So we need to always take the latest code. Now assume that yesterday so many developers has done the changes in the repository. Today morning I came to office. I want to start my work at the 11 a.m. When I want to start my work at the 11 a.m., yesterday night, some people has done the changes in the repository. I want to take the latest code and I want to start my work. For that, I need to take the pull command. So pull command is used to take the latest changes from the repository to the local. Pull command is used to take the latest changes from the repository to local. When we want to make some changes to code, code, it is always recommended to take, it is always recommended to take git pull. It is always recommended to take git pull. When we want to make some changes to code, it is always recommended to take git pull. Okay, now there is another scenario, guys. There is another scenario. Today I will do some experiment. Is there anybody who joined from the laptop? Is there anybody who joined from the laptop? I want you to act as a collaborator for my project today. I will show you scenario practically now. Is there anybody who joined from the laptop? Is there anybody who joined from the laptop? Jyoti, are you there?
Yes, sir. I have it. I have it.
You have laptop. Now, could you please ping me? Could you please ping me your email ID?
Yeah.
Guys, now see here. Currently, only I am working in this repository. Now, I am considering Jyoti as my team member. Jyoti as my team member. I'm going to settings. There is an option called collaborator. I will add the Jyoti as a collaborator for my project, so that she can also commit the changes to my repository. We are the team members. We are working parallelly. Currently, my repository is a public. Everybody can access my repository, but nobody can commit to my repository, because my repository doesn't have a permission for others to commit. Now I am giving the permission for others. I'm adding Jyoti as a collaborator. Jyoti, open your email ID and you check it. You will get a mail from the GitHub.
Yeah, I'm checking.
Do you have a Git account with the same email ID?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
right?
Oh, sorry. I think I gave wrong email ID. Just 1 second.
Yeah, please give me correct mail ID, which you have the GitHub account.
Yeah.
Now I am making you as a collaborator. Guys, understand, when I'm adding her as a collaborator, that means she is my teammate. Whatever the
I think you missed
a
letter. I think I gave it right, but I think you missed the letter. Can you just check that?
N Jyoti V22.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yeah, that's
that is what I had typed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, this is what your email ID. Add the and Jyoti to this repository. All right. I have added you as a collaborator, Jyoti. So pending invite. Now go to your email and check it. You need to accept it. You got the mail, right?
Yeah.
Yes, right. Accept it.
I'm going there. Yeah, I did. I accepted the invitation.
Right, guys. Now, Jyoti got added as a collaborator. Now, Jyoti, can you clone my project into your repository? This is my repository URL. Can you clone this project into my repository? Can you clone my repository into your local system? Git to clone URL.
I'm just looking the projects. I don't know. What is the project that you have given? Which project you're seeing? Anything? Or I see Spring Boot, Security, JWT.
Not that. I have given the link in the chat box.
Oh, you have given the link.
Click on the link I have given in the chat box.
Okay.
Copy that URL from the browser.
Okay.
Then go to Git Bash, Git clone.
I'm going there, just 1 second. Okay. Git clone.
Yep. You can do that cloning.
Yes, I did.
You did it, right?
Yeah.
Now.
0 to DevOps Maven app.
0 to DevOps Maven app. Now,
that's
so
correct.
Can you make some changes to the pom.xml? Can you commit and can you push it?
Yes.
You can change the pom.xml, make any version change or add any new dependency or remove some dependency, make some changes and do the commit to the repository. Guys, now see, we are working as a team now. Me and Jyoti working on the project. So we are the developers. C is making some change to the repository. Now check it.
Yeah.
When you push it, I can see the commit here.
Right.
Because you are having the access to my repository to make the changes. Now you are my collaborator. That means we are working together in the same project.
Okay.
Guys, understand the scenario practically?
I made the change.
Yeah, commit and push.
Okay.
Commit and push.
It says not a Git repository. 1 second, I have to
go inside the project. Go inside the project, execute git status, add file, commit, push.
Yes, okay. I was another directory. Okay, I'm doing now git push. Yeah, I did git push.
Very good. Let me check it now. Guys, can you see here? 15 seconds ago, who committed the change to this repository? I have committed or my team member committed? My team member committed a change to my repository 15 seconds ago. She updated the pom.xml. Okay, she committed that. My team member committed that. Now, I don't know that my team member committed the change to that repository. I don't know. My team member, okay, maybe I have not taken the repository. Jyoti, 1 second.
Yeah.
You need to make another change after I have done the cloning, okay?
Sure.
Okay, now I'm doing the git because actually I thought that the project available in my local, it is not there. I'm going to do git clone repository URL. So by default, I will get the main branch. Okay, now I got this repository. Jyoti, can you do one more commit? Can you make some other change to a file and can you commit it? Anything, you
Yeah.
can modify the text file or properties file, whatever you want. You just make it. Make another file change and push
I'll
it.
do that.
Guys, now I have taken the code from the I have taken the repository into my local by using clone command. First time I have taken the entire project by using clone command. Now I am doing my work. Jyoti also doing her work. We are working parallelly now. We are working parallelly. Yeah. Once you are able to push, let me know, Jyoti.
Yeah. I made the change. Git status. Add. Git commit. Yeah, done.
1 second. Let me see the history. Yes, guys, now see 11 seconds ago, she added something in the pom.xml. She has done some change in the pom.xml, but assume that I don't know that she has done some change in the pom.xml. I'm going to this text file. Hi, this is test. I have done some change in some other file. I have done the change in some other file. She has done the change in the pom.xml. Guys, now tell me who committed first? We started the work at the same time. Who committed first? Ashok committed first or Jyoti committed first to the repository? Jyoti committed to the repository first. Jyoti working from US. Ashok is working from India, Hyderabad. Now I don't know that my team member committed some change. So what I am doing is I am just doing my work. Git status. Okay, let me go inside the project. CD space 0 to DevOps app. Clear it. Git status. I have modified some demo.txt file. Git add dot. Git add dot, that file is added. Then git status, file is added to staging area. Then git commit -m modified demo.txt file. Commit completed. Then do git push. Git push. Is it allowing me to push or it is not allowing me to push? Is my push successful? My push rejected?
Rejected.
My push rejected. Why my push rejected? Here Git is intelligent, guys. Hey Ashok, only you are not working on this project. There are other team members also working in your project. Before you are pushing, some other team member already pushed the code into central repository. Whatever the code they have pushed, that code is not available in your local. So I will not allow you to push. First you take the latest code from the repository, then merge your changes, then push it to the repository. Guys, are you able to understand why my push is failed now? Are you able to understand why my push is failed? Ashok is working, Jyoti is working on the same repository. Ashok and Jyoti both started the work at the same time, but we are in the different locations. Jyoti is in US, I'm in India. So I am doing my work, she is doing her work. Her work completed quickly. She committed that change to the repository. I don't know that she committed the change to repository. I am doing my work is completed. Now I am also trying to commit and I am trying to push. Is Git repository accepting my push? Git repository rejecting my push? Git repository accepting my push? Git repository rejecting my push? Git repository rejecting my push. Why Git repository rejecting my push? Whatever the latest code available in the repository, that is not available in my local. Now I need to go for git clone or I need to go for git pull now. I need to go for git clone or I need to go for git pull now. Git to pull I need to use because already my project is cloned. Already I have the project. I have done the changes. I just want to take only latest changes, not the entire repository. When you want to take the entire repository, then only you need to go for clone command. If you want to take only latest changes from the repository, then you need to go for pull command. Okay, how can I get the changes which are done by other developers in the repository? By executing which command now? Git pull command. Okay, I have done the pull command. That means whatever the changes are there in the repository, those changes are merged with my changes. It is asking, why are you doing this merge? Let me do escape control colon escape controller q control q quit. That file is changed and inserted into my local. Now let us do git status. My file is available here. Then do git push. Then do git push. After taking the pull, is it allowing me to change now? After taking the pull, is it allowing me to change now? After taking the pull, yes, it is allowing me to push now. Now go to repository, refresh it. Now demo.txt file I have modified, pom.xml modified by Jyoti, demo.txt file modified by Ashok. See the demo.txt, is it having my line? Whatever the code I have added in this text file, whatever the text I have added, am I able to see that code in the repository? Yes, I'm able to see that code in the repository. So guys, are you able to understand when we need to go for pull and when we need to go for clone? When we need to go for pull, when we need to go for clone? Yes. Whenever you are going to commit any change, whenever you want to push any change to the repository, first you need to take the pull, because before you, somebody might have pushed the code to the repository, you don't know, because you are working in a team, multiple team members will be available. Before you are going to push your code to repository, some other developers may have pushed the code to repository already. So if somebody already pushed that code, if you don't have that code in your local, it is not going to allow you push. You have to take the pull first, then you have to push it. Is this clear? This is very straightforward scenario. Jyoti is working on pom.xml. I am working on the demo.txt. I'm able to pull the changes of the Jyoti and I merged my code and I'm able to push it. It is successful. Can I show you one problematic scenario? Can I show you conflict scenario now? Can I show you conflict scenario
Yes.
now? Yes. Now, guys, let's do a conflict scenario now. Jyoti, can you take the pull now?
Yeah.
Take the pull and see that you got my latest changes.
I got your file, demo.txt.
You got my demo.txt.
That's correct.
You got that latest change, right? Now,
That's
do
correct.
one thing. Do one thing, Jyoti. Go to config.properties. Let's add one key pair. db.username is equal to ashokit_db. Let's add one config property in the config properties file. Guys, now see, we are working on the same file now. I will show you the real problem that you are going to face in the company as a Git user. Jyoti, make some changes to config.properties and commit it and push it.
Yeah.
I will show you the conflict problems now.
I made the change.
Yep. Add it, commit it, push it. Add it, commit it, push it. I'm asking her to add one property in the configured properties file. Add the DB username property there and commit and push it. Then commit and push it.
I did.
Very good. Now, guys, see here, she added one property, username is equal to Ashokite in the first line. But I don't know that she is doing the work on the same file. Now I am going to do the work on the same file. I am configuring password is equal to ashokit@123. Okay. In which line she added username property? Can I say in the first line she added username property? And I am adding the password property in the same line. Who committed first now? Who committed first now? Jyoti committed first. Jyoti committed first. Jyoti created some property in the configured properties file. In the first line, she added that property. Username is equal to Ashok IT. Configured properties is available. Configured properties available. In the first line, she added that property. Now, in this first line, I'm adding password is equal to Ashok IT @123. Okay. Now here, guys, I have done the change in my local. I don't know that Jyoti is also working on the same file. I have added one property called password property. I have modified that file. Let me do the status. Yes, it is in the unstaged state. Let me add this file to staging area. Git add dot. That file is added to staging area. Git commit -m added pwd in config file. Added pwd in the config file. Maybe I had done a mistake here.
Syntax.
Yeah. Git status. That file is in the staging area. Now I want to commit that file. What is the syntax? Git commit -m added pwd variable. Yes. Commit it. Git file committed. Then let me try to push it. Push will be successful or push will be failed? Push is successful or push got failed? Can you tell me why push got failed? Can you tell me why my push got failed? Any reason? What is the reason for the failure?
Conflict.
No, not conflict. Why it is failed? Already Jyoti has done the push. Did I take the pull before pushing? My working tree is not updated. I am working on the previous code. Latest code is different. My code is different. There is no updater I have done. So here it is clearly telling you your push is failed, rejected. Updates were rejected because the remote contains work that you do not have locally. Baba, whatever the work that you are doing, whatever the work is there, the repository not matching. In the repository, somebody done some work. That work doesn't have, that work is not available in your local. This is usually caused by another repository pushing to the same reference. You may want to first integrate the remote changes, pull before pushing again. Okay, so you are trying to push some work, but somebody already pushed it to the same repository. Whatever they have pushed, that is not available in your local. You need to take the pull, then you can do the push. So from now onwards, what is the best practice? Directly commit and push, or take the pull and push? Directly commit, directly do the push, or take the pull and push? Take the pull and push. Now, if I do the pull here, what will happen? I will get the latest changes from the repository to my local. What is the difference between push command and pull command? Push command is used to send the changes from the local to central. Pull command is used to take the changes from central to local. What is the difference between pull and clone? What is the difference between pull and clone? Guys, tell me, what is the difference between pull and clone? Clone means download the entire repository. Clone we will do only for first time. When you want to download the complete project for first time, then only we will go for clone. When you want to take the latest changes done by the other developers, then you do take the pull. When you are going to do push, first you need to do the pull the latest changes, then only it will allow you to push. Okay, fine. Now tell me, I want to commit my change here. What is the solution for me? Can I directly push my change, or I need to pull my change? First I need to pull it. Okay, guys, observe git to pull. Oh, there is a problem. What is the problem I got now? What is the problem I got now? Conflict I got. This is very common scenario in the project. Getting the conflicts. Getting the conflicts is very common scenario. When multiple developers are working on the same line in the same file, then you will get a conflict. In this, we are Jyoti and me, we both are working on the same file and the same line. What Jyoti want to keep in this line, in the first line? She want to keep username is equal to Ashok IT. I want to keep a password is equal to Ashok IT at the rate 123. She has committed. She is early bird. She committed before me. Now it is not allowing me to commit. So what I have done, I have taken the pull. When I have taken the pull, GitHub is able to merge my change and Jyoti change. GitHub is not able to merge my change and Jyoti change. GitHub is not able to merge my change and Jyoti change because she added username is equal to Ashok IT in the first line. I have added password is equal to ABC at the rate 123 at the first line. Now which one should be kept in the first line? Do we need to keep username in the first line? Do we need to keep password in the first line? That is ambiguity. That is a confusion. That is a confusion for the Git. As Git got confused with my change and Jyoti change in the same file in the same line, Git entered into conflict state. Now people will ask in the interview, when you will get the conflict and how to resolve the conflicts. Did anybody face this question in the interview? What is a Git conflict and how to, when you will get the conflict and how to resolve the conflicts? Come on, people are not responding. Yeah. Did anybody got this question in the interview? What is a Git conflict? Nobody. Nobody asked this question, huh? Huh? Nobody asking this question in the interview. Huh? Git con maybe if you are from the DevOps team, maybe you may not know about the conflict. If you are in the development team, every day you will hear that, array, I got a conflict. I got a conflict. I got a conflict. As a developer, every day we will face this problem. Jyoti, did you face this problem? Did
Yes,
you
yes,
hear
yes.
this in your project?
Very common problem. Very common problem.
Very common problem that we are going to face while working with the Git. Very common problem that we are going to face while working with the Git. Now, Jyoti, can you tell me why I got this conflict now? When I do
because we are trying to update the same file at the same line, so it's not able to merge.
Exactly. Two developers are working on the same file in the same line, then we got the conflict. Now, when you get the conflict, so the developer who is taking the pull at the end, he will get the conflict. Now, who is responsible to resolve this conflict? Jyoti is responsible or I am responsible? Ashok is responsible or Jyoti is responsible to resolve this conflict? Ashok is responsible. Why? Because Jyoti is early bird. Jyoti is early bird. She completed her commit. She pushed her change. She is fast in committing. She is fast in pushing. Now I am doing that work after her push. Then what I need to do? I need to pull her change. When I had taken the pull of her change, I got the conflict. Then it is my responsibility to fix this problem. Then blindly, we should not fix the conflicts, guys. Here, some junk code is generated. Some junk code is generated. Jyoti want to keep username is equal to Ashok IT in the file. I want to keep password is equal to Ashok IT at the rate 123. Now I need to set up meeting with Jyoti. Hi Jyoti. So unfortunately, I got a conflict. So recently you have done the change in the repository. Now I am trying to push my change. So before pushing, I have taken the pull. As you and me are working on the same file in the same line, we got the conflict. Now I'm going to fix the conflict. So please let me know if you have any concerns. Now I will set up a meeting with Jyoti. Jyoti, see here, some unwanted code is generated. I am removing this. Here also unwanted code generated. Here also unwanted code is generated. Jyoti, you want to keep the username variable in the first line. I will keep my password variable in the next line. No problem. So is this fine for you? Now I will take a confirmation from her because she committed her change first. Now I need to take her approval when I am modifying her code. I have removed the conflict. I have added her line in the first position. I have added my line in the next position. I have removed that conflict problem manually. Now go to git bash. Now see git status. Now the file is modified. That conflicted properties file is modified. It is in the conflict mode. Now I have removed that conflict. Git add dot. I have added that file to staging, git status. Now git commit -m resolved conflict. Now this file having only my change or only Jyoti change? It is having both changes. It is having both changes. Now I have pushed it after resolving the conflict. Now can you see Jyoti change is available, my change is also available. That is how you need to resolve the conflict problems. That is how we need to resolve the conflict problems. Guys, are you able to understand what is pull command? Pull is very dangerous command, guys. Pull is very dangerous command. When you do the pull, if other developer and you are working on the same file, then you will get a conflict. When you get a conflict, you need to resolve that conflict manually and you need to commit the file without conflicts to the repository. Definitely in the interview, they will ask a question, what is git conflict? When you will get git conflict and how to resolve the git conflict? Are you able to understand how I got the git conflict now?
Yep. Sir, I have a question here.
1 second. Before going to take the questions, I want to show the conflict once again. Jyoti, can you make add another change in the same file? Can you add one more property?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, guys, see here. Again, I'm going to replicate the conflict scenario. Observe carefully. First time, some people not able to understand. Now I am repeating it. Jyoti, make another change in the conflict properties. Add another variable in the third line.
Yeah.
Add another variable in the third line. Guys, now Jyoti is working on the file. Jyoti is working on the file.
I made the change.
Yep.
Done.
You pushed it?
Yes.
Yep. She added some change in that file. I don't know what she added. She is working in a different location. Now I will go to this file. I will go to this file. I'm going to make something here. Driver. I'm adding a driver as a Oracle driver. I don't know what is the change she has done. Okay. I have done my change. I have done my change. Git status. Git status. Modified the configure properties. Git add dot. Added to staging area. Git commit -m. Added driver property. Added driver property. Git push. ये फट गया. Why it failed? Why it failed now? Can you guys tell me the reason why it got failed? Guys, please respond. Please respond. Why it failed? Before my push, Jyoti already pushed it to the same repository. Can I directly push or I need to pull first?
Pull.
I need to pull first. Okay? So git pull. Wow. I pulled it. My pull is a success. My pull is a conflict. My pull is a success. My pull is a conflict.
You have a conflict.
Why I got a conflict? Why I got a conflict? She has done the changes in the same line where I am doing the change. She pushed the file with the change. I don't know what is the change she has done. I have done the change in the same line. She added a variable secret is equal to buzz. I have added a variable driver is equal to Oracle driver. So is it allowing me to push? No. I taken the pull. I got a conflict. Now what is the step I need to do? Do I need to tell to Jyoti, please resolve the conflict, or I need to resolve the conflict? Who is responsible to resolve the conflict? Jyoti is responsible or Ashok is responsible? Ashok is responsible because Ashok is late in doing the push. Jyoti already pushed it. Her work is completed. Now I am trying to keep my code into repository. Before keeping my code, I need to take the pull. When I take the pull, I got the conflict. Now I need to respond. I am responsible to resolve this conflict. Directly, can I go there and remove this conflict and remove the code done by the Jyoti, and can I push only my code? Can I remove the code done by the Jyoti and can I push my code?
Not right approach.
Not right. I will lose my job. If I remove her code and if I push file, what she will say to management? Ashok is removing my code in the repository. Why he is removing? I want to know. She will escalate it to the management. Then management people will call me for one-to-one meeting. Ashok, what's wrong with you? Why are you removing the other developer's code? That means you don't know how to use the repository. That means you don't have experience in working with the repository. You are having a fake experience. Please resign to your job. Are you getting my point? How people will drill your skill set. So you should be very careful when you are working with the repository. Now I will resolve the conflict. I will discuss with Jyoti. Jyoti, this is what the problem. So do you have any problem if I keep this property after my property? If she is having a concern, she will let me know what is the reason. If she don't have a concern, then we can interchange the variable, or I can keep her property there and I will lead my property here. Then I will save it. What I have done here, manually I have resolved that conflict. Manually I have resolved that conflict. Okay. Now what should I do? I have done the change. I have resolved the conflict. Git status, git add dot git commit -m added driver, added driver. Then do git push. I have resolved the conflict and I have pushed my change. So Jyoti change is available. My change is available. Go to the properties file. Can you see both developer changes are available? What will happen if both developers want to keep the code in the same line? That is not possible, man. That is not possible. You have to compromise. Both developers want to keep the code in the same line. Not possible. You have to compromise. Either based on the requirement, maybe her code will be in the first position or my code will be in the first position. It depends upon the requirement. Developers will understand that, then they will modify. Got it? What is a conflict? What is a pull? And when you will get the conflict? When you guys will get the conflict, guys, daily? When you do the pull, you will get a conflict. That is one scenario. Second scenario, you will get a conflict when you are doing the branches merging. When you are merging the changes from one branch to another branch also, you may get a conflict. Why? I am doing the work in the future branch. Other developer is working on the master branch. When I am merging the changes from the future to master branch already having some latest changes which are not there in my branch. Then in the branches merging also we may get a conflict. Then we have to resolve. Then we have to merge the changes in the branch. So with this, I hope you got what is the pull command. When we do the pull, there is a chance of getting conflict. When we execute git pull, there is a chance of getting conflicts. When we execute git pull, there is a chance of getting conflicts. We need to resolve and we should push the code without having conflict problem. We need to resolve the conflict. And we should push the code without conflicts. GitHub will not accept the push when you have a conflict. You have to resolve the conflict and you have to push the code without conflict problem. I hope with this you got the clarity. What is pull? Tell me the difference between clone and pull. Tell me the difference between clone and pull. Clone and pull.
Clone you do for the first time.
clone you will do for first time. When you want to take the whole project from the repository, then you will take the clone. When you will go for pull, you want to take only daily latest changes. Okay? When you will go for push, to push the changes from the local to central or remote, we will do the push command. Very good, guys. So with this we understood how to
Checkout you'll cover later, or
checkout is just switching the branch, right? We already done
okay.
yesterday. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
currently I am pointing to main branch. I want to switch to feature branch. Then what I will do? Git checkout feature. What will happen? It will be switched to feature branch. It will be switched to feature branch. All right. So with this we understood all the things related to Git. There is a small option in the Git, guys, which is called Git fork. There is an option called Git fork option is also available. Generally, Git fork is used when you want to give the work for the freelancer kind of thing. Now, I'm working on a project. Somebody want to support and collaborate with my project. I will not give the complete access for my repository to commit. Then they will go for Git fork. That means they will do the commits to the repository, which will not affect my main repository. Git fork is nothing but a copy of the repository. So new developers or freshers will work on that forked repository, and the main developers will be working on the main repository. Once that freshers work is completed, it is working successfully, then that forked repository changes will be merged to main repository. Git fork is just for research purpose, experimental purpose that we are going to use. Okay, Git fork. That means some freelancer is available. I'm working on my project. Some freelancer is there who is going to help me. Can I give the complete access for my repository for the freelancer? Can I give the complete access for my repository for the freelancer? I cannot give. That's why I will give you a fork option for the freelancer. Freelancer will do the work in the forked repository. He will not touch the main repository. Okay, guys. Good. Now, when you want to delete a particular repository, go to settings. So here, there is an option called delete this repository option is available. You can change the visibility of the repository. You can transfer the ownership of the repository, archive this repository, then delete this repository. If you want to delete it, type the repository name and click on delete. Then that repository will be deleted. Yes, we are able to delete that repository. Good. Now currently we are using free tier of GitHub, guys. So if you go for commercial GitHub, then we are going to get some more version. Now you see one of the developer has done the fork. Royal Naveen forked my repository. That means he taken the project from my repository by using fork option. This guy also forked it. Right? So whenever these guys are forked, that means they can't change the code in my repository, but they can change their code in their local. Then if I give the permission, then they can merge the changes to my repository. That is called forking. And we are able to delete the repository also. Perfect, guys. So with this, we know what is GitHub, what is repository, and we have executed some commands also in the GitHub. So can we summarize what we have learned in the GitHub? What is source code repository? Why we need source code repository? What are the source code repository servers available? Servers available in the market like SVN, GitHub, and Bitbucket. What is code integration? What is code monitored? What is monitored access? What is GitHub? What is Git? GitHub is a cloud platform where we can create the repositories. Git is a version control software. What is Git? What is version control? What is version control? Source code repository servers are used for version control. They will manage the versions of the code changes. What is a code repository? What is a repository? For every project, one repository will be available. Public repository versus private repository. Public repository versus private repository. Public repository versus private repository. Cloning repository. Cloning repository. Staged versus unstaged versus untracked files. Untracked files. Adding files to staging area. Adding files to staging area. Removing the files. Making the files. Remove the files from staging area. Remove unstaging the files from staging. Unstaging the files from staging. Okay. Discarding the local changes. Discarding local changes. Commit the file. File commits to from working tree to local repository. What is working tree? What is working tree? What is local repository? What is central repository? Commit from working tree to local repo. Push from local repo to central repo. Taking latest code changes. Push versus pull. What is conflict? How to resolve conflicts? What is branch in GitHub? How to create branches? How to merge branches? What is pull request? Git merge versus rebase. What is .git ignore? My God. What we discussed in the GitHub, guys. Too much content. Yeah. So did I explain all these concepts? Whatever I have noted down? Did I explain all these concepts? Git status command I have explained. Git rm command. Some other commands also I have explained related to Git. So here I explained git init command, git help command, and git config command, git clone command. How to create branches, how to clone particular branch, how to switch to particular branch, how to clone a particular branch, how to switch to particular branch, how to merge branches, what is pull request, git merge versus rebase, what is git init, what is git help, git config, git clone, git status, git add. Dot means all the modified files. Git add file name means that particular file will be added. Then git reset or restore command is available. Then git commit command is available. Then git push command is available. Git pull command is available. Git log command is available. Git rm command. If you want to delete a file from the repository directly, I want to delete particular file from the repository, then I will go for rm command. Git branch command, git checkout command, git merge command, git rebase command. All these commands we have experimented. Okay. Git bash is a client which is used to communicate with the GitHub repository. GitHub repository is created in the GitHub cloud. GitHub is a cloud platform. Git is a version control. GitHub and GitHub different. Git is a client which is a version control, and it is interacting with the repositories which are available in the GitHub cloud platform, communicating with the GitHub cloud platform. Now, I want to give you one task for you guys, lab task I want to give you. Complete notes related to Git is available in this document. I'm going to upload this document for you now only. Then I want to give you one task, guys. Can you do this assignment for me? Yes or no? Yeah.
Yes.
Create Maven web application. Create Maven web application. Add Spring core dependency in project pom.xml file. Pom.xml file. Package Maven project as war file. Package Maven project as a war file. Create Git repository in github.com. In github.com. Push Maven project into GitHub repository using git bash. Make code changes in the project. Make changes in pom.xml. Make changes in pom.xml and push changed code. Push changed code to GitHub repo. GitHub repo using git bash. Create a branch. Create a branch in Git repo. Create a branch in Git repo. Create feature branch in Git repo. Create feature branch in Git repo. Clone the feature branch from git bash. Clone feature branch from git bash. Make changes in feature branch. Make changes in feature branch pom.xml. Feature branch pom.xml file and push changes to central repo. Create a pull request. Create pull request and merge feature branch changes to master branch. Good assignment. Good assignment. Whatever we have done, everything is covered or not? Whatever we have done, everything is covered or not? First, you need to create a Maven web application. Then you need to add a dependency for the Spring core. Where you can find out the dependency? Where you can find the dependency for that? Dependency we will find in the mvnrepository.com. You need to find out the dependency for the Spring core, and you need to add the dependency in the pom.xml. Once it is added, then package Maven project as a war file using Maven goal. Using Maven goal. Then create Git repository in the github.com public repo or private. Anything is fine. Anything is fine. Public repo or private repo. Public repo or private repo. Once the repository created, whatever the Maven project you have, push Maven project into Git repository using git bash. Git bash. Okay. Target file should not be committed. Target folder should not be committed. Should not be committed. Add this in .git ignore file. Add this in .git ignore file. Make changes in pom.xml and push changes to git repo using git bash. Create a feature branch in the git repo from main branch. Clone feature branch from git bash using git clone. You know how to clone a particular branch. Make changes in feature branch pom.xml file. Make changes in feature branch pom.xml file and push changes to central repo. Create pull request and merge future branch changes to main branch. Future branch changes to main branch. Are you guys clear with my point? And are you clear with my assignment? A beautiful assignment, Vai. If you can do this assignment, that means you understood complete Maven and Git. If you do this assignment, that means you can work with Maven and Git. Complete Maven and Git, you understood whatever we are discussing in our class daily. Guys, please complete this assignment. Nobody will help you in the company. As a DevOps engineer, you are the admin for the GitHub. You need to do all these activities in the project. As a DevOps engineer, you are the admin for the project. You need to do all these activities in the company. Assignment. Okay, fine. So here already GitHub notes I have uploaded, guys. Let me change that notes. I'm going to upload the latest notes now. I will just replace that file. GitHub notes is available. Let me edit it. Choose this file. Let's go to class notes, DevOps, GitHub notes. Good. So complete final copy of the GitHub notes is uploaded to our website. So can you guys download that notes now? Can you guys download that notes? Yes. Please confirm in the chat. Are you able to download that notes? Yeah. So when you can complete your assignment? When you can complete your assignment? I want the timeline. 10 steps I have given. If you complete these 10 steps, that means you understood complete Maven and GitHub work. Okay? Fine, guys. So tomorrow we don't have a class. Tomorrow we don't have a class.
The recording has stopped.
Guys, tomorrow we don't have a class.